Legacy got a solid roster. They got, I think Sadson, who could be a really good supportive opper. So high expectations.
Pressure's to be on Nissim early, and he does not stand up to the pressure. This is the perfect pistol. If you're bait, walk into B, headshot one guy. Round's kind of almost over. Bomb down. There's not a kit. I really don't fancy the retake. Obviously, you're probably going to give it a look. One would expect there's utility to get back through, but that hasn't really bought you a lot. Alex playing nice in the gap, somehow loses that fight. Oh my goodness, a flurry of kills rocking back in. So despite how dire it looked, no kit, no problem. They're on the defuse already, and Essential has to get through 2 players to do anything about it. Oh my goodness, Legacy.
Legacy getting off to a great start, all things considered. Had some difficulty in the opening stages. Able to still close it out. Now they have to play here out in a quick opening duel. Once again, MPL be the one that cracks things open. Already a kill from Nissim rolling on up. It leaves MPL in the danger zone, and a quick trade from Lux to close it out. We'll be able to continue the conversation here. Enough time for Legacy. You know, one of the best teams to consistently play things out, so cool to see their rise, and cool to see Lotto and Dumau capitalize on that.
Little drop down. Sadson's going to be tested. Didn't realize the Tech Knight had gotten so close. Lux able to correct that, but they've still lost that off. And Dumau knows he still has to be focused on the player out towards long snaps around to save his teammate, but there's just too many bodies. Pinched and pulled every direction, every which way. Now the bomb's down, and Alex has come back to deal with his mid presence, but he can't do so. So actually, by swinging back out, he gives Nissim an opportunity to make this retake a little bit more doable. Lotto, nice shot. A trick onto the head of Head Trick. It falls to Kenzie's or to defend a site that he cannot hold. Snappy shooting from Nissim. I guess. He's only concerned about coughing, perhaps? Maybe it's actually, you know what? Maybe it's just tactics to keep...
it's like putting the sheet for the play call.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very smart.
Now, to be fair, I don't think Chucky could read his lips in real time, since I don't believe they're speaking the same language right now, but Lux is speaking the language of bullets. Now, it does help that that different guy also pretty good at the Counter-Strike and stuff.
Yeah.
But MIBR's trying the formula. We'll have to see if they find success with it too. If so, really, we're starting a trend. We're starting something interesting here. This player dropped down into CT. MPL's going to be a huge problem here. Catches the op off guard. That wasn't spotted by the A player. And Lux is trying to come through to correct this, but he's still got to contend with NPL. So locked out of the site. Dumau completely separated from the action as well. This one's going to be tough to get back involved in. And once again, we might just see Legacy cut bait and let bait be great. Mate.
8 out of 8. Dumau. Looks likely just going to hold on to their guns, as you said. Not going to go too much further.
Go catwalk, I dare ya.
Yeah, that's pretty much a non-starter. They're going to be grateful they're going mid to B.
Again? Good luck. That's in. Going to punish the first, and this time there is nobody on catwalk to drop down and make him uncomfortable, so he's playing right around the lip of this smoke, trying to get some extra shots, does eventually have to duck. So they've gained purchase. But the difference this time is Lato's in B to reinforce. So despite some utility coming out from the tunnels, Lato's able to evade that for the moment and find some purchase on the box. Nice find. MPL again making the Opera's life difficult, and that makes it a lot more viable to go for this pinch. But you can see Dumao's getting active, trying to get down from long. If he gets here in time, he might be able to help out his squad. There's the spot, but the shot doesn't come through, and as Lux pushes the smoke, he's punished. Nissim, though, has brought this down low on time, 30 seconds, and they still don't know about Dumao, and he may not be required. Last piece out of the tunnels, completely unexpected. Alex is retrieving the ball, but straight into death. It's Dumao in the nick of time, and no bomb down. Legacy back in control. Lux does, but he's a little bit too deep for this. This is going to be rough for the B players. No support from A. They've really left them on an island here, and it's the B pinch coming through. Lato strikes first. Nissim's able to pivot. Lato needs to get a new magazine in the chamber, and he can only stay alive so long. So it is NPL this time, not harrying the Opera, but securing the site. And the lack of a response from the A players means that now it is a full-on retake. And, I mean, if we look at the nades that they've got, there's not a lot. Are they going to late commit?
Oh, goodness. They're not budging either.
Huge risk here, but this round matters so much. Now they're out of position, and it's just a massacre through the choke point. Sadzin.
It almost happened.
I don't know if that one more dip in's worth it. So the Op lives, but a very punishing late attempt at that retake. With that spawn, it almost looked like the Op might go for the straight B pick. Not going to be presented that opportunity. Not going to look for that opportunity either. So it's in towards lower instead. They're not going for the momentum play. But pressure in middle, and Kenzizor has just been able to walk out unpunished. There's the pain. There's the Op on the other side. This is the big gun in the round. But Hedrick's taking up the angle, and if Sadzin goes back in for the dry clear, this could be punishing.
Oh my god.
Let's go util out. Oh boy. Oh boy, got away with one there, but the swinging pistol proves too much of a problem. Little stutter step, and it's all on the Lato. But the Ops come around just in the nick of time. Spots a player. Spots presence. Going hunting. Has the right idea, but not the kill. It's Lux instead. Burning! Oh my goodness, he's quick with it. Essential is low. Lux building a bulwark for his teammates to get on through it. If they know this damage, the pistol will be enough. Sadzin from the top row.
Haven't really need to throw these touches on in, but to close out the half here, Lotto tucked in. Close positioning here with Lux as well. He wants even more, and he's going to get a chance set up for success, but this time knocked out by the rifle. And a 2-for-1 trade to open proceedings.
But they have no presence that way. Ah, Dumao.
This is tough.
He doesn't know players on the right. He doesn't know players on the right. He has a smoke. If he can get this shot and survive, but yeah, that's the problem. Essential was already over, and now they're in a really tough spot for this retake. Nissim needs to be a hero, and while he will find one, that's hardly enough. Sadzin locked out. Wrong side, wrong zip code, no control. The bomb going down, and a player in middle. NPL, the man who tortured him more than any other. Just waiting for one more prick, one more prod. He's cackling. Here's the footsteps. Oh, but this time Sadzin's ready. Not again. You're not getting me again. Goes for the rifle. 15 bullets in the mag. Player right under the lip. Is he prepared for the check? Time is an issue, but there is a kit. One towards Carr, spots that, but it was just too much to contend with. 8-4, little recovery for Bait when we come back.
Quite a bit of utility already put into play, so that leaves him with a smoke and a flashy, but aggression leading it towards upper. Nissim has to deal with this double duel. He's chasing him down. He finds that quick adjustment onto Kenzizor and finds the 4v5 and more chasing him. Oh my goodness, backed out.
Supposed to be, what's happening? We're supposed to have the advantage in this fight. What? And I mean, this is the big thrust of the round, right? Like, this is the whole plan. This is where they put all their resources in terms of the dualies, in terms of this push on in, and Hedrick is going to gain this space, but he still only knows about Nissim, and Nissim is just lights out about it. So now huge pressure on to Essential. He has no real support. A flashbang to try and set him up, but it only blinds one of the players. Alex, though.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Lux! The commit cannot succeed. This bomb is going down, but once again, we're seeing a frisky retake. And Dumel wants to get ahead of it. Up by the lip, Dooley's gain. Nissim, the hero, all the way through. Full house from Dumel and Nissim.
Maybe get him some armor there in the future. That'd be just lovely.
You know, we can't have everything, okay?
Oh my god, he's doing it again there, making the ops. Drop here quickly, now towards Long. Lotto holds the line for a 1-for-1, just leaves a solo B defender here, already revealing and forcing a panic in the rotates right now. HE doesn't quite do what MPL hoped for. Another smoke follows it up. Molly for good measure. They are completely disrupting this round here. All getting past the crosshair. Cynthial going to be knocked out. And that op on the floor there.
You can't do it.
Destroyed the opper and then didn't push through tunnels. He waited for his mid to B teammates to kind of get into the action, and that's just going to completely destroy the round. It's that extra discipline that goes a long way here. Now, talking about exits, Dumel going to get sidelined here from MPL to make it look easy. One more challenger. Lux next to bat and next to fall. So MPL going out with a bang, but
gives them a little something more.
Let's see how this flashbang gets used right here.
If it comes down to one flash being all the difference, we know what happens. Nissim overlooks Essential. Lux able to get the one. Dumel kills elsewhere. This time it hasn't gone so well, but Lato is here in the nick of time, and he can follow it up as well. So flashbang or no, at this point Alex has no nades, and he might just have no hope. The bomb goes down. He can hear that, but there's not much he can do about it. Wary that there could be alert coming through, and indeed there is, but it's so delayed, and he won't even be required. Lato puts this one to rest. Beautiful work in the take of B. Beautiful work from Legacy all the way through. That was a confident win on Dust 2, and Bait gotta go back to the drawing board because they just got manhandled.
I'm always the one. I'm always trying to dish it out there, stay on top.
Again, I'm starting to think you might just be a bully. Concerning factors here. Okay, this fake has been very effective. It's drawn everybody over. Hedrick does get that kill, but Donut is open. Game plan, success. Be nicer if you got a kill as well, but you know, work with what you got. Bomb's gonna go down, 4 alive in the retake. It's a nice game plan for Legacy. They were 2 for 2 in the pistols on Dust 2. Can they make it a 3 for 3? Here comes the move. Back to the choke point. Sad's in, plugging up this bottle, keeping the genie in it. And MPL's wishing he could get some magic wishes. Wishing for wishes is not something you're allowed to do, though, so he's going to have to do it with the bullets. Zin continues to collect, and now Dumel can play off that bomb. MPL knows he has to hunt them down. He doesn't have a kit. He doesn't have the luxury of time. He's dancing around this box, and Dumel is just leading him on a merry chase. Round 1 without a shot fired, and Dumel knows he's walking away with a 3rd pistol here for Legacy.
Another clutch from Dumel right there, where he just plays it smart, able to execute. Yeah.
Okay. Imagine Chucky in like a Magic School Bus style show where it's him coaching this Counter-Strike team.
He's Miss Frizz.
He's Miss Frizzle.
Frizzle.
Mr. Frizzle.
Mr. Frizzle.
Miss Frizz? I don't remember her name. That's crazy. Crazy work. Just like MPL up on the window. But Lato has found the inroads, and if they get this follow-up, Essential, that's important to stay alive. You might say it was Essential. The bomb now has a chance to go down, but Dumel wants to fight forward, has to drop the C4 to do so, and while he does trade himself out 1 for 1, this puts Sadzin in a really tough spot. The spot he's going to try and pay off. Sadzin had the right idea. Let's see if Nissim can still make this work. They don't know where he's coming from. They're eliminating possibilities, but they're still expecting presence out towards the ramp. Now MPL, the gears have turned, the thoughts have clicked on in, and NPL eliminated the possibilities in time. We talked about his impact. They feel it in spades here.
A huge luxury in a game where I feel like, again, you know, sometimes IGLs can't really provide that amount of impact here. Look at the double HE combo to open up this round. Flash is rolling out in return, though, and so at least an equalizer.
Look at how limited Legacy already are. They're down to a smoke. But they've got
the A site.
They've got A. Lux has it all. He's seen everything. This is going to get weird for Alex.
He might get sidelined.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Lux is the mastermind. He's got full preparation. Prepared. Blah, blah, blah. Wow. Bomb going down. There's still a player on the other side of the map too. And Essential kind of knows about it, but eventually he's got to move.
Okay.
And all right, pays off that kill. Leaves him super out of position for this retake. They have a kit.
Smoke.
This could be a problem.
Well, I'm going to isolate Lux kind of out of this round as well, so going to trust in right now the time-buying measures of Dumao and Sadson to deal with the pressure. Smoke on top of that bomb. Looking to line up the crossfire here. No one tapping it just yet, though, so no need to smoke spam. HE to blow it open, and Sadson from the top ropes knocking him down. Lux with the finisher. And they get loud again. What's that?
An Anthros chair. Anthros chairs, the official chair of ESL, and certainly of the ESL Pro League. It's good stuff. They're put to the test, they're proven by players. You can see them sitting in them. They've gotten massively good reviews, really precision engineered. You can change your back support, you can change your lower back support. Head Trick is adding some support into this round, getting an early kill here, but it's all the pressure on Mackenzie Zoran. I don't know what he's sitting in, but he's sitting in some pressure right now. Tension moment. Hasn't gotten a kill this map just yet, might need it, but Essential going to alleviate some of that tension. Just like a good Anthros chair. Straight up and towards middle they go.
PL has been able to do the majority of the impact here in their victory so far, keeping things contained. In the red room, desperate for a trade. Dumao will find it, but that still doesn't leave him with much relief here. Can he deal with the Opera as well? No, not quite. A trick with the 3K. Getting himself a nice little hat trick.
Very important there as well to stem the bleeding, right? They've got a game plan. They trust in that game plan. They trust in Lux and the team to be able to execute that game plan. And it's more just about keeping the vibes on track. NPL trying to ruin every vibe. And he's done great damage in doing so, even with that kill. Sudzine is so low now. So he'll pass off the Galil. He'll go to the Deeg.
And a triple boost. Okay, what do we got in store?
Boy.
Lux going to get real nice and tall.
Oh, I love this. This is reminiscent of the...
Alex, right? No, maybe just the X-ray for us?
X-rays might have been distracting.
Oh, Cynthial.
That's not...
That's the wall.
Was he trying to bait them out?
Maybe.
Didn't work out.
Yeah. They sent it back instead. It felt like they heard some shots a little bit too elevated there. I mean, he checked it, right? So
I love the idea, though.
Yeah, no, cool stuff.
Reminds me of the Yertle the Turtle quad boost on Overpass.
Yeah, that one's fun.
You a Yertle the Turtle fan?
Yeah, I never understood where that name came from. I feel like you've explained it to me a couple times, but I like the name for it, and I like the
it's
boost
okay,
in
Cole.
general.
We'll have story time in the caster basement later on. I'll get the picture books. Get Dr. Seuss out here.
You just have to imagine, like, I mean, just even anticipating that, how disciplined, how many reps you get. Like, you've probably seen it at least once or twice. Preparedness for it. Glock rush. Oh, fully blinded. A Cynthial still able to recover his aim, and the bomb plant inside the smoke. Not gonna work there. Those Glocks aren't quite packing the punch they hoped for.
Oh boy, if you had a P250, might have been a different story.
They're back here. Not necessarily a one-man show from MPL winning these rounds. More help from the full team. Confidence being built here. And, well, that's a quick response there. Kinzasor still having himself a tough go of things here. Knocked out early to Dumao. And it feels like Legacy's not so happy with the recovery effort being made here. More fights. A Cynthial flushed out of cave. Can't escape. Puts it into a 5v3 here. And this is where Legacy are so good.
They're going to try and work some mid-control here. Smoke out late. I mean, they might test this, but the flashbang's good. And Dumao, again, just seeing if he's going to bait a response. Here comes.
Oh, man.
That's exactly what Dumao wanted. So patient fisherman here. Legacy, they felt the nibble on the line, and they just waited. They waited until the opportunity came through. And now, yeah, you might not have a ton of nades, but you've really gotten the value out of the utility. And you find the op. You say, actually, we're going to leave that alone.
Well,
actually, maybe we avoid. Alex, overlooked. Yes, massively. Punishes them as well from the donut. Now this is a huge problem. They've got to try and get the bomb away, and Alex is just dancing around. He's lost track of one. Oh, boy! but a fluffed shot from Sadzin. Now, doesn't know that there's a player who slipped out towards the site. Hetrick's going to have this one for free. Sadzin goes for the bomb plant, has no idea.
Let him know right there. Huge opportunity capitalized by Alex. Fairly crucial position right now and needing to find some impact here. Yeah, on the CT side.
Look at this. Look at the space that they've left open, and right now it's being exploited by Legacy. They're moving a player out. The bomb was kind of waiting to see if there'd be a response, but there's not. And Lato's gotten a kill on the push on the other side. And Dumont just has so much room. He's going to take Donut.
That's a round winner play right there. Taking Donut in a post plant is going to blow up around it, especially with the man advantage here. Now, is he going to be able to hold on to that space? He goes lurking towards middle. They realize that the space is a little too free.
Yeah.
They can't believe it themselves, but it was a reality, and they've missed their chance now.
Weird one for Legacy. Again, misread of the situation. I think that's a tough one. He's seeing the lack of presence and thinking that they push down middle. So that's the assumption that he's making, but because they were still latent towards Red Room, Dumao's just looking the wrong way. Lux could open this up, and he'll do so. And again, he is just the fake, but he hasn't pulled presence this time. We saw Bait really overreact to these, but now delayed. Yes, he is. Nobody's on A. They've completely slipped away. MPL wants to support his teammate, especially since it's Headtrick with that op, and now it means that once again, Legacy can walk into an empty site. This bomb will be going down. There's nothing that Bait can do about this, and Bait are going to have to ask themselves a question about how much they want to risk on this retake.
They can risk it all. Last round of the half.
Hetrick's still so late in getting into this.
Don't have to worry about donut control. Dumao down, so still have a good opportunity, and they bypass the op at least for now. Grouped up, it's a little claustrophobic in this post plant right now for the T side. They got to make a move on in, and losing Lotto quickly. NPL now trying to slide through, but Nissim still elevated, distracting. Both of his teammates stuck inside of A main and now taken down. It's just Hetrick in the 1v2, and they're not giving him an inch at the moment. Taps the bomb. Sadzin gonna try and get him off of it. And now all Lux has to do is buy time, and he's done enough here at this point. Hetrick with no time to get the defuse off. We'll be able to close it off, and we are knotted up at the half.
Maybe we can change our fortunes. I mean, it's 6-all. It's very doable, right? It's not a bad showing. Bait, though, starting to find their footing, though these pistol rounds have proved problematic, and Nissim, again, will show why. This time, though, they find an empty B site. Heavy presence in mid means there's a chance to plant this bomb.
It would take long here as a reaction, so Legacy planting their feet in the post. That's crucial. Extra space can be a benefit in the post plant. Now they have to worry about this flank coming through there, and it just ignored. Reposition from MPL looking very promising. Is he going to anticipate the massive move from Nissim, though? Might not matter. His back is still turned. MPL going to turn the corner. A little bit lackadaisical. Surprised by the double swing here and puts him in a lot of pressure. Cynthia can't find comfort. Hetrick, last man standing. And they just bully their way on through this post plant.
I think they just got it. I think they got it.
You think so?
Oh,
Everyone else
might not
ran.
have it.
Everyone else ran.
They don't have it. They don't have it. Oh, boy. They don't have it. All right, so finally a pistol round for Bait. Right down to the wire last second. If one of those four had hopped on the bomb, maybe. But my goodness.
This came down to the last second.
They haven't really seen that much towards B, but they've shown the presence, and now they want out, and Nissim needs to win this fight with Hetrick, which he will do. Hetrick was alone. Can't really call teammates over off of that, but he's thinking, I need to reposition.
Yeah, he wants to get out of there and just making sure that there is no trade potential before he floats on out. Well, maybe he wants to get a little bit more. Gonna go for another swing and just puts the goalpost on that one. Now an entry as well from Kinzizor on the other side of the map here. And
they're gonna rotate back.
Beta are kind of in between two minds here as to where they want to finish.
Time's going to be such an issue now. It's 30 seconds. They don't have the mid control. They've got to go for the long rotate. There is space for MPL, but you've got to link up with him. And I like this idea from Sadzin. He's been forced back in. Had the right idea, though. He's watching for the bomb. Ooh. That would have been the round. That would have been the round, but it's going to be the retake. The bomb will go down. MPL wants to get forward. And Lux swinging right into his crosshair leaves everything on to Lato. A chance here for the 1v2 clutch, but a challenging one at that. Bomb far ticked away. No kit available to Lotto in this moment. Gotta swing around the corner. No one flinching. No one giving him the opportunity. MPL spotted, but Alex immediately there to return fire.
But they're out towards the B side here, and so this can set up Alex for success long term. Still, you have to take much contact, and Dumau loses out on that B side here, looking for the spam through the wall there. Lotto trying to connect on some damage, and at least provides an equal playing field. But MPL onto Sadson once again, continuing to find impact. Lotto trying to make this round happen, and you still have Alex on this lurk.
They might not need him, though. They might not need him. I mean, he's so late into it, but he's not going to be expected in the last moment, and his teammates are paying it off on the site itself. Lux in a 1v2 where he has no idea where Alex is. He knows how to deal with Essential, but I just don't think he has the time at this point. Gets that kill, but the clock is away from him, and he's so panicked about that last player that he's just going to try and slip away, save his rifle.
Targets to be found on Legacy, and Beta taking full advantage of that. You got to give them a lot of credit for they're working these angles here. A lot of resources put towards middle this time. Legacy throw everything at this angle towards middle and find themselves some success. Lotto goes 1 for 1, and the side access looking to be gained. Sadson running out of ammo. Has to whip out the USP and a no avail. So now a 3v3 here. Dumau trying to pull through on a flank.
Don't get the bomb caught. Oh boy, that's a mechanical failure from Lux. Essential really pulling out a huge move there. Now you've got this pinch, but it's just way too late. Dumau at least able to clean up that first player on towards the ramp. There's a chance here. Essentially very low. Now it is first all to Alex. He's dialing up the number of the beast right here. Hoping for a little assistance from somewhere. But forced back. There's the tap. They want to fight in. They know where he is. But they cannot stop him. Alex determined to bring the map through, to bring them through to train, to get a little taste of Legacy's medicine back their own way. Mizu, I mean, look, crazy if you can come into really their first opportunity at this kind of level.
Yeah.
Right, because Hotu just have not had the chances. They've been dealing with the flurry of online Counter-Strike.
I mean, Duke for sure I've casted in like open or closed qualifier CCTs, which is before the Swiss stage, like a year ago. So crazy to see that he's actually winning on LAN as well.
Oh boy, we might be back to the pistol woes here. Last time it was a last-second defuse that saved Bait from getting punished in another pistol. Now it's a 3v1 and plenty of time to recover that bomb, but not even required. Lux making sure that we got to forget about Hotu for the moment.
That's a sacrifice here. Bait are playing more passive on the B side of the map here, and instant dismissal of Alex with a scout. Can be such a deadly weapon from that position, but doesn't even get a shot to pop off.
Nice find. Delivered right near your crosshair. Head trick. Gone. Smokes. Up. And over. Kenzie Zor, what you got? Gonna be another one of those days? No, this time Kenzie Zor strikes first. He is traded, but still got his impact. Sets up MPL. Nice shot off the scout. Things are getting very interesting indeed. MPL beaming shots down the line. Essential. Closer man. Gonna try and deny that bomb plant. Lotto just manages to slip away unpunished for the moment. Now they know where both CTs are, but can they get away from them? God. Absolutely not.
Looking like they're a well-oiled machine right now. They take T-Con control again with Kenzie Zor. As I said, right now it's looking like he is the front piece in just about every round. Now trying to react accordingly. Great melee. Gonna keep them at bay, and an opening pick from Hetrick, and now a reposition to try and help out his B defense. Can Asynthio buy time? He's just gonna give over the site. Ooh, but he threads in a kill to Lux beforehand. So a 3v5. So numbers get punched in. They've got some long rotates, but positioning from Legacy still yet to be established, and they're losing even more as they try and gather it here. Nissan from the top ropes. Looking to tap him out there. No chance to reposition for Sadson after his kill. Just leaves it all on the shoulders of Nissan again, and can't find the first piece of the puzzle. Alex closing it down, and Bait gonna keep the CT sides rolling.
Whatever the messaging was in that round, we'll see if it can make a difference here for Legacy, because it's starting to get a little concerning. They've got the guns, got the util, nades designed to punish any potential aggressive play, but instead they find the blender coming up long dog. And now all this B presence is gone. You've got no control towards this side of the map. You got Lato disconnected, who was trying to hold off any aggressive CT play, but instead, let's come here. Incendiary to force back Dumao.
Doesn't tick. Another molly. He did smoke down first, actually. Here bounces off the head of Dumao. He's chasing this kill down, and he can't find it. Kinzasor still able to hold up to task here. And no access granted whatsoever. Alex on the other side of the map, taking care of the lurking presence. And here's where you start to feel like you're running into the brick wall, and you're doing it over and over and over again.
And this time, right, I mean, for Legacy, the story so far has been getting onto the site and then losing all the bodies. This time, got battered on Dust 2, started off slow on Ancient, really built into it, wound up with a really nice scoreline, and now, just here on the CT side of Train, it is all roses. Okay, a punish, a 5v4 established for Legacy, but that's quickly corrected by Head Trick, who we just haven't had to see that much of on the up. Starting to get implicated. You know, MPL wants to get around this corner.
Now, Head Trick repositioning. He's going to have to help out this A side. They're committed on the defense towards B with that setup. The collapse comes through at a rough time. Luck's able to thread the needle on the aggression. Alex, though, finding a couple of kills in MPL, keeping things contained here. Dumao still kicking. But it's all on his shoulders right now.
All the way into control, falls to Alex. He's got to spin too many ways. So there we go. Legacy on the board. Maybe not the way we would have expected, but by any way, they'll take it. By hook or by crook, they need these rounds.
Bomb still committed towards an A-side position with no way really out. This has to be the A bomb site.
It has to be. The C4 completely eliminated the possibility of B. Dancing around the long dog, MPL spots him, manages to slip away. That's great information. Now they know where it's coming. The Alpha still posted up aggressively, and MPL can close this door. They got the damage, but it's 15 seconds, Cole. They have to cross, and as the bomb does get dropped, it's just over. There's no chance for Legacy. That late utility, you're absolutely right. Cycling it at the perfect time just corks them in.
It becomes a kind of impossibility. It's like 20 seconds left, you're just starting to throw your execute, and you have to move through smokes. We know how that goes. Not well for the T side. So at least an angle provided there for Sadzen, in and out. Threads in a kill onto Alex and escapes.
Final round of the half. I'll even remember that this time.
There you go. I mean, again, I give you the excuse there, the pesky go, you know.
I'll always be learning.
Yeah.
Always be learning. What game is this? Smoke fade, MPL Nissim. Could be the duel to decide the round, and it's NPL. Of course it is. Doesn't feel like he can set a foot wrong. Dumao's worked his way out to Olaf at least. Sadzen misses an opportunity, though a tricky one at that. They have kept a lot of space here on the play. That's something that Kinzasor is going to be able to punish. Maybe too much space. Maybe they don't realize. Dumao needs this.
No.
Losing teammates. Dumao maybe late and a little late to spring that backstab, and now time. Not an issue just yet, but it's starting to become a concern, shall we say. Sadzen needs to move that bomb. That means he has to pull off the angle. That means they might be allowing these players out of the ladder. Essential was waiting this entire time, and now Sadzen, just nothing to do. Double digits on the board. It's all bait.
throughout the remainder of the half there for the most part. No big struggles. Now they have a T-set that they do have to close things out on. Lots of utility on this pistol. Double smokes, a molly, and no early resistance here from the dual Berettas through pop. Just a flashbang here for Nissim, trying to do it all, and this time, not able to do so.
The B setup, maybe we'd get somebody coming in towards pop. Maybe they'd want that early warning system. Now they're going to throw a little bit of a fake. That's going to hold these players here. That Molotov keeps them from getting that fast rotate through Z, and it is just Lato. So really nicely drawn up. I say just Lato. See what damage he could do, but MPL now close up to the Z smoke. They wanted to try and get there to reinforce their teammate. It has to be Lato. Barely anyone here to support. Just Dumel coming in now. 2v3. This is the dream team duo. They've been together a long, long time in this game of Counter-Strike. But they need to get this bomb planted. Or rather, diffused. As the case may be. And the fuse can't come in. It's all onto Dumao. He's running out of time. He's running out of chances. He's running out of life. And with that pistol round win, Bait might have just sealed the deal.
Utter dominance here on Train. Game plan kind of blown up for Dumao, taking a lot of damage in the flames. Not getting any easier. Kinzasor has another chance to feast on some targets. Flashbang is lined up and avoided.
Go for a clear. Blind fire around the corner. Kinzasor ducked it. Here's the smoke. Oh, tries to play ahead of it. I like the idea, but Lux is ready. But they're going to trust. Lux is the AK. That helps a little bit. Putting a lot on his shoulders. And for the moment, he's going to be able to carry that trust. Only the one. Dumao overlooked, but the instant trade is still here. This bomb's going down. That can't be denied.
In advanced position, it is being taken by MPL. You can see that he's getting stuck in on this post plant.
Lato might catch him off guard, though. But not in time to save him. The turn from NPL. The anticipation, capital A, coming on in, and that just wants to be the tap. Sadzin doesn't have the kit. It's going to be a 10-second defuse. MPL might think he's on it, but no. Reads it all the way. Master strokes from NPL as he waves bye-bye to Legacy, leaving them in the rear view. And Bait, it started rocky, but once they found their footing, once they hit the road, it was off to the races.